Yeshua came to deliver us from ourselves. I don't know if you've ever heard this expression. I love it. The mind is a dangerous neighborhood. Don't go there alone. I love it. And it's true, and it's also meant to be comical. Yeshua came to deliver us from ourselves. We need to receive the love of God in the name of Yeshua into our hearts, not into the intellect. That does nothing for us. But when we receive the love of God and we get filled up by God, we naturally are to give out to others. We were made for love, period, end of story. We were made for love. And of course, we need to love ourselves in a healthy way so that we can love others. And I just met the most beautiful family on the beach, and Israelis are the easiest people to speak to meet on the street. You know, the Israelis have the gift of gab. They have that right. You know, I believe God is a relational God, and He cares about relationships, and the Israelis know how to do that. If you were just walking down the street and you felt lonely, you know, for the most part, you could just start talking to an Israeli. And I can usually tell who's a Sabra, who is Israeli born, and who's not, because Israeli born Israelis are usually very, very open people, and they don't have the masculine hang-ups that America has. Like, you know, even in Europe, like, guys wouldn't wear a pink watch or whatever. It's like what a guy wears, what kind of bag he has, or what color it has no relevance on his masculinity, because somehow the masculinity of an Israeli is so formed within them in the way that they grow up, that what they wear or what they carry, you know, it has no relevance whatsoever. They're not hung up or phobic about that at all. It's just not even something they think about, because they know who they are. And there's something to be said for that. When you grow up in secure love, I'm not saying that every Israeli has a perfect family, on the contrary, but when you grow up in a country where you are secure in the sex that God intended for you, you know, what you wear and what kind of bag you carry and all this kind of stuff, it doesn't exist. And what I love about Israel is that there's room for everyone except terrorists. I need to say that, because I need to say that. But there is room for everyone here. And people are not judgmental the way they can be in America. I mean, all human beings can be judgmental, don't get me wrong. But it's a very tolerant society. They may be impatient for the most part, but very tolerant, which is not something that I really experienced in America. And I have nothing against America. I'm an American. I'm an Israeli American, but I'm just making observations. So I'm so glad that Yeshua delivered me from myself, and so that I can be, He would say, now leap with joy and serve my people, take off your load. And the thing I love about swimming in the sea is that it's like I can wash my cares away, and it's not easy, but I am relaxing. I swam twice today. It's the second day of my retreat. I know I need to relax expediently because I only have one more day. And so God knows that, and I'm so grateful that I get to leave Jerusalem once a month. I must, as much as I struggle each time because I get so involved in life. So I make my plans. When I leave here, I plan the next retreat, so that I can't make the excuse to not come. It's always God's will for me to step away and get refreshed, so that I can keep running the race, loving His people, living out my one-of-a-kind call in the nation of Israel. God bless you from the north.